Good evening, or good morning, or good afternoon, whatever it is in your part of the world. See, we've got a few people in here, actually starting on time. I was actually ready to start early, but I won't start until 10 o'clock because of Brian being on. On Sunday, I can start 5 minutes early if I want because no one in our community is right ahead of me. But on Wednesday, we got Brian, so I always give him till 10. Hello, Domino. Hello, Demoose. Hello, Eddie. Hello, Rick. Hello, Joanne. Hello, DJ. Hello, Ed. Well, that's all kids so far. I'll say hi, Domino. Huh? I'll say hi. Huh? You're pretty. Yes, you are. Well, as you can tell, I'm doing my live from the smaller house. It ended up not being my Wi-Fi extender. I think it's I think it's the modem, the router. Because when I plugged into it, the lights didn't light up like they should. But it's still working for Wi-Fi. So for the time being, that's what I'm gonna do. What I did, I ordered another fiber optic cable. I got an extension cable, so I could run it to this side of the big house because it was on the far side. So I ran over this side, and it seems to be working good. And eventually, I'll call Wave and have them come out and probably they'll bring me a new router. I'm assuming, but I want to wait until the contractors get done so they're not getting in each other's way. Contractor is supposed to be starting tomorrow. It was going to be today, but they called this morning and said they can't start until tomorrow. Never heard of MeWe before. Hello, Reverend Joe. Hello, Emily. Yep, the only thing I can figure out is lightning must have hit the router because it was during the storm that it went out. Hello, Candace. Well, I'm not responsible for that short, Emily. Anna Bohr is the one that actually did that, and then she sent it out to everyone, asking to have it posted, just so it could get out there. And sometimes Anna Bohr is in here, so hopefully she'll come in tonight. Oh, okay, DJ. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Never heard of it. Yeah, it came up under me because I post that. But if you notice, it says that it was created by Anna Bohr because she's the one that created that. So I want the credit to go where the credit's due. Hello, Big Matt. Hello, Jonesy. Yep, she does come in here sometimes. Yeah, I did my live over here tonight, Jonesy. I've got internet back here now. I had to move my router from one side of the house to the other side of the house. And now the Wi Fi hits over here without the extender. And the reason I want to do my live over here is because I got to get up early in the morning. So as soon as the live is over, I'm going to bed. Because I've already been over there tonight, fed the kitties, fed the chickies this afternoon. So everything's done over there. So when I get done with my live, I'm going to bed. Oh, yes, Candace. She loves me. Well, they all do. But she's really showing it tonight. Hello, Gandalf. Yeah, it looks like Domino's gonna take over Superman's spot. Because usually Superman would come running when he knew he was going to be on camera. Man. I don't really have to make it short, Emily. It's just I don't want to waste a lot of time because I'm probably only going to get maybe 6 hours sleep tonight, if that. Doesn't have to be a 6 hour live tonight. I've done a few of them. 6 hours, 7 hours. My longest was 8 hours. Hello, Anne. Yeah, I knew Lori was in the hospital, but I didn't realize how sick she was. Yeah, I lost three of them during the month of September. One to kidney disease, one that we suspect may have been FIP, and then Precious, no one really knows. Hello, Katie. I'm not feeling too bad. Little sore. My injection wore off. Last week, doing really good. Saturday, it started wearing off. And by today, it's completely gone. But you know, Reverend Joe, Amy isn't doing the lives that she used to do. Because it used to be guaranteed 3 or 4 hours every week, sometimes longer. And now, very rarely does she go over 3 hours. Yeah, Emily, I don't think any of us really knew. Oh, yeah, Katie. I sure do. And at night, I got this one right over here, right with me. Oreo. Oreo was very close with Batman and fairly close with Superman. He likes all the cats. But those two he seemed to spend the most time with. Now, he does lay with Dixie quite a bit now. But at night, he's usually with me. And he used to didn't do that. Very rarely. And it's been, last week or so, it's been every night. Oh, thank you, Candace. Yes, Candace. We're all going to miss Lori. Oh, it's good that the wounds are closing up, Reverend Joe. Yes, I think that's it, Emily. Because Amy's getting up and going to the gym 5 o'clock in the morning now, where she wasn't doing that before. It's rough. Get a little thief there, Katie. Hey, don't hit my tripod. You turned it. Leave that wire alone. Brother and sister team Fluffy and Dino. Hello, Shawnee. Yep, Emily, it is hard. Yep, they hit that tripod and spun it right around. Well, that's good, Katie. At least you know where his stash is. Well, as I was saying earlier, the contractor is supposed to be here tomorrow to start working on the big house. I don't know how long it's going to take. Going to be doing quite a bit of work. Put plywood down and then put the LVT down throughout the house. I have one door that needs to be the bottom cut off and it needs to be turned around because it swings out. I want it to swing in. There's one door that's been off for years, just sitting there. I want that put back on. The other doors, I think they're going to have to either be raised up or the bottom cut off. The floor is going to be up a little bit higher. You can barely see them. Here's Sanford. He comes over and lays with me sometimes. Well, he's turned out to be a friendly cat for just a cat that's living off trash. He's so happy I rescued him. He loves living the good life now. Yeah, that stuff all has to be done. And then the floorboards and the floor joists have to be replaced on the porch. I'm not sure about the railing. I think they might be replacing the railing too. And they're going to be putting a ramp on the porch. Going to do away with that long set of steps that goes off the front of it. Those are going to be eliminated. And then there's going to be a ramp that goes off the side and toward the back of the house. And that's going to make it much easier for me. No, leave it alone. Leave it alone, Sanford. Thank you. And now Sanford wants to use the tripod's scratching post. Yeah, Joanne, they're all so lovable. Oh yeah, he's a biter. That's for sure. And also, Felix is just like him. You know, Felix is his son. In fact, Felix is on medicine right now. I am having an awful time with him. One of the vets showed me how to give a cat medicine. It's working for the rest of them. I don't think it would work for Sanford either, because I can't even give him a cap action. So I don't think I'm going to be able to give him any oral medicine either. But Felix, oh, he fights it terrible. The rest of them, no problem. Yes, he has, Emily. Sanford has come a long ways. Listen, Katie, I actually did give him a pill a couple weeks back. It was a cap action, and I had trouble with that, but I did get that down his throat. Oh, I know you do, Joanne. Okay, you have a good night, Reverend Joe. Yeah, Sanford was just skinny little kitten. I thought he was like 2 or 3 months old. Vet said he was 5 months old. Stopped the dumpster one day, and he come running up to me meowing. So I came home, got him some food. Wouldn't let me touch him though. I had to be, well, not a long ways, probably about 10 feet away. And he gobbled that food right down. And I think I took him back some more food in the evening. And then the next morning, and that afternoon, we were able to trap him. He wasn't real sure about me at first. It took him about 6 weeks to fully trust me. But now he is so lovable. But he fell right in love with the other cats. And they loved him too. Right from the beginning. I had him in a dog crate the first night. And they were kissing through the crate and stuff. And I took him out to hold him for a while. And then he decided he wanted to get down. Well, he's doing pretty good. So I just put him down the floor, and that was the end of him being in the crate. No problems at all. Yep. You always keep their toys, Joanne. Yes, Anne, that's right. I am too, Joanne. And I think Sanford happy too. That I know he is. Um, where was I here? Nope, didn't get the haircut yet, Anne. I just got out of the shower about 2 hours ago. And for the first few hours after I take a shower, my hair lays right down nice. And then it just goes crazy after a few hours. But I am going to be getting a haircut. I have needed one for a while now. It's going to happen soon. Yeah, it's funny how cats will play with a toy nonstop, and then all of a sudden they won't touch it. That that's what my cats do. Then all of a sudden they'll start playing with it again. I guess that's why they got a variety of toys, so they can switch back and forth. I know what you're talking about there, Joanne. That's what my hair is. Well, thank you, Anne. Um, well, I did give the update on the animals yet. Well, the dogs are all doing good. Goldie still spends a lot of time under the house. Seems like in the evening she is coming out more now. And there's been a few times that it's just Buddy and Honey, and I call Goldie. She'll come out wagging her tail, comes over, licks my hand, says hello to me, right back under the house. But at least she's coming out to see me now. And the kitties are all pretty much doing good. I was telling about having to give the medicine to Felix. I stopped in yesterday and talked to one of the vets. In fact, it's the one that saw Fluffy and Dino a couple weeks ago. Fluffy got a antibiotic injection, and she's still dealing with some pretty nasty upper respiratory stuff, and that should have gone away by now. So she gave me some medicine to give to her, and also Felix has some upper respiratory stuff, so she said give that same medicine to him. So hopefully that takes care of it. She wasn't really surprised because she said Fluffy was in pretty rough shape. So it didn't really surprise her that she wasn't completely over that yet. She said she just needs a little bit more medicine. Hey, be careful, boys. Dino, play somewhere else. Hey, Dino, stop. Please. Dino's trying to get Sanford going right underneath my tripod. Well, there's those two. And Precious had an appointment for Friday. So I switched that appointment over to Teddy. I'm going to take Teddy and have him. Sanford, please leave it alone. Thank you. And have him tested to see if his anemia has gone back to normal. Because he was slightly anemic when he had his blood test last week. And he had fleas pretty bad. And all the cats are all on a monthly flea medication now. So hopefully we can get rid of these fleas. And by Friday, he'll be just about a week with no fleas. So just check to make sure that he was anemic from fleas and not something else. Well, Ed, I can cook. It's kind of hard for me to right now with my setup. But once I get moved in the big house, it's going to be a lot easier for me. Anything that requires standing at the stove for any period of time is going to be an issue. But we'll see how that goes. Hello, Robin. Hello, Jim Rockford. They're supposed to be starting tomorrow, Anne. Originally, it was today, but he called this morning and said they'll be starting tomorrow. Hello, Ace. Yes, fleas can cause anemia. And Teddy did have them pretty bad. So I just want to make sure that is what caused it. because with him being weak without fleas, his red blood cells should be either back to normal or close to normal. I'm just concerned over that because Precious was very anemic just before she died, and she had some fleas, but she didn't have terrible fleas. And Superman started out slightly anemic in June, and he was never bothered with fleas. Very, very few fleas. So that should not have caused that with him. And then he just got worse as time went on. And then come to find out there was something else causing that. So just want to get Teddy checked out and see what's going on. I actually had a killing recipe that I liked, Ed. Let's see if I can find it. I think I had it saved on here. Right there it is. Yeah, I like this recipe because it doesn't have any tomatoes in it. And it actually turned out pretty good. Yes, Joanne, it does get expensive. Like with Superman, I spent $333 2 days before he died. Well, 3 days before he died. And then when he was at the ER, his bill was over 800. And fortunately, I had someone offer to pay that. And then when I took Dixie, Dino, and Fluffy to the vet 2 weeks ago, it was expensive for Dixie because she had complete blood test, chemistry panels, CBC, feline leukemia, FIV test. She had all that done. Plus, she had an upper respiratory infection. So she got the shots for that. So that was a big portion of that bill. And then Dino and Fluffy both had the injections. Fluffy because she had the upper respiratory, and Dino because his skin was all breaking out. He's got a skin condition, and the three of them came to almost 500. I think it was $487. That was one visit. But they're worth it. Hello, DJ Turneroo. Oh, that sounds good, Joanne. I love blackberries. I don't know, Robin. It might be. I've never heard of B12 doing that before. Okay, Ed. Yeah, I'll do that. Well, I will be doing more cooking when I get moved in the big house, Joanne. Yep, I know what you mean, Joanne. No, I'm not, Anne. Yeah, disability is a lost cause. Hello, Wanda. Hope you're feeling better. I ate a little while ago. Had a baked sweet potato, cottage cheese, and a couple dinner rolls. Oh, look who's coming. Oriole's coming to visit. If I get this turned a little bit. You can't see him real well, but he's here now. I haven't had any chicken and dumplings in a long time, Joanne. Well, I'm glad you're a little bit better, Wanda. Yeah, I was thinking, Ed. Are we all invited to Joanne's? Well, I was only denied for it once, Robin. But I've given up on it now because there's reasons I'm better off without it. Hello, Judy. And Judy, let you know, I was doing some research on carnivore. I'm not sure. Hello, Tony. You don't need the insurance. Just quit going to the doctor. I'd be better off if I did. I'm not exactly sure what a gyro is, so I definitely would choose chicken and dumplings over that. Hello, Carol. Yep, that's going to be my issue, Joanne. Once I do get moved in a big house and got a proper kitchen, it's going to be being able to stay in there long enough. I know gyros are really popular at the New York State Fair. Haven't been there in probably 20 years. That's one thing I remember used to see all over the place was gyros. Oh, ribeye's not bad, Tony. Hey, have a good night, the moose. Well, one, I was just saying earlier, the contractor is supposed to start working on the house tomorrow. Originally, it was today, but he called this morning and said he'll be there tomorrow. So It shouldn't be too much longer. Yeah, I know what you mean there, Katie. Not wanting to cook tonight. Um, no, this isn't a new chair. This is the recliner that Mike brought when she brought that load of furniture. Once I get moved into the big house, I am going to get a new chair. I'm going to get a lift chair so I have that to have after I have my surgery. I haven't had any salmon in a long time. I had a baked sweet potato, cottage cheese, and a couple dinner rolls. And I think for a snack tonight, I'm going to have some garlic bread. Oh, yeah, it's a pretty comfortable chair, Emily. Oh, yeah, Joanne, I know what you mean about eating too much. Yes, Judy. What I ended up doing, because it turned out it wasn't the Wi Fi extender. I think it's the router. The Wi Fi part works, but when you try to plug a cable into it, it doesn't light up like it should. So I got an extension for the fiber optic cable and moved it to the other side of the house. And from this side of the house, it'll reach over here. Yes, Emily. I think it will be. I can't remember how she made it, but my mom used to make a salmon loaf. It made all the salmon that we got from the food pantry, and the salmon itself wasn't all that great. But she put some stuff in with it, made a salmon loaf. That wasn't bad. I love chipped beef and gravy, Gandalf. Haven't had it in years, but I've always loved that. Hello, Big Family Expedition. Yes, she is, Judy. Yes, Katie. I've had fiber optic since February. And I love it. The best internet by far that I've ever had. And the cheapest. I think it's $56.95 a month. And I have the lowest speed. You can get a higher speed for $20 or $30 more a month. Yes, Katie, canned salmon. Yeah, I've had fresh salmon before too, Wanda. Because I grew up not far from the Salmon River, and that is known worldwide for salmon. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people go there every fall to go salmon fishing. My brother used to go. My mom and dad had some friends that would go. So, other than my brother, no one else in my family went salmon fishing. But it seemed like we'd always end up with some salmon from someone. Yep, fiber is the way to go, Katie, definitely. And I can, because I haven't uploaded many videos since I got it, but the few videos I have uploaded, it's minute or two for 10-12 minute video. No, it's not an appointment, and the contractor is going to be here to work on the big house tomorrow. So I want to get up early so I can be over there when they get here. Yeah, I was paying, I think it was $127 a month for satellite internet. download speed was pretty good. That was pretty close to what fiber is. But the upload was very slow. Plus, there was a lag in it. And fiber, it doesn't matter. Upload or download, same speed. They say it's up to 100 megabytes. But the last speed test I did, I was showing in the high 80s. I think around 87, 88. And of course, that's what I was showing here coming through the extender and then Wi-Fi. I know to get the most accurate read, you're supposed to be plugged right into it. So if I was plugged into it, it probably would be running 100. Yeah, the cost is great. Like I said, $56.95. And for what you're getting, you would think it would be more, but it's not. Well, and I'm still working on the dogs for when they work on the pork. But when they're working in the house, I've got a solution for the kitties. I have a dog crate that I'm going to put them in. I have a big chicken enclosure that I was going to use. It would fit in the living room. But that's the only room that it would fit in. So that's not going to work out. The only way that would work is if they get the living room done and then I set it up in there. But for tomorrow, they're going in that dog crate. It's not the best, but they should be fine for 8, 9, 10 hours at the most. And then they'll have free range of the house for the night. But I think what I'm going to do with the dogs is I partially took down the fence over here, but I think I'm going to put that back, and I'm hoping about chickens on the other side of the fence. Maybe they won't be so eager to try to get out, and hopefully that will contain them. And then soon, I should have a teenager from the, well, can't really say the neighborhood, because he's from Waldron, but about 10 miles away. I saw where his mother had posted on Facebook that her kids were looking for work. Right now, he's with family in the southern part of the state, and he's supposed to be coming back soon. So hopefully I get him here and have him help me with some fencing, get some weeds down. I have a lot of stuff that I need done. and then be able to get something more permanent for the dogs. Yeah, virtually everywhere around here has fiber, Katie. And it's definitely less expensive around here than the Dallas area. Well, I'd wonder if anyone had spoke to her lately, Wanda. Yeah, I'm glad you were able to talk to her. Okay, you have a good night, Eddie. Work hard tomorrow. Oh, yo. Hey, look up, look at the camera, buddy. Yeah, I think he tired himself out earlier today. Actually, I think all the cats tired themselves out. They all seem to have calmed down now. Well, I guess I spoke too soon. Oh, I don't think I mentioned the chickens. Oh, the chickens are doing good. I got the medium aged birds out of the house now. They're outside. Now I got to move the youngest ones out. Get them out, and then we don't have to worry about moving them room to room when the contractors start working in there. But they're all doing good. And hopefully, those oldest birds will start laying before too long. We see. They are a little over 2 months old right now. Around 9, 10 weeks. So If I give them some extra light, maybe around Christmas time. Yeah, they'll be okay this winter, Anne. They made it through last winter. I only lost 2 to the cold last winter. I found one dead right under the roots and bars, and another one that was in the coop but wasn't near the roots and bars, and no signs of injuries whatsoever. So I'm 99% sure the cold got to both of them. But this winter will be better. As far as the coop, I'm going to plead the fifth on that, and there'll be a video coming out on that. There's some more work needs to be done on it. And once that work gets done, that's another thing that boy's going to help me with when he starts working. Then when that gets all done, then I'll release that video. But it's going to be better than what they had last winter. Hello, Bobby. Um, well, I think I've said just about everything that I planned on talking about tonight. So unless someone else can think of a topic. This might not last too much longer. Yes, and there is a lot coming up next few months. I've got some filming done. And like I said, once I get the chicken coop all situated, get that finished. Because I don't have enough at this point to put a video out on it. So that's why I'm just going to wait until it's done. And then there'll be a video on it, start to end. Yeah, I'm glad you're able to make it, Wanda. I hope you get feeling better. I know everyone's missing your lives. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this now. Then I can get to bed a little earlier. And then I'll have to talk to the contractor to see if they mind if I film the work they're doing. And if they don't want to be filmed, Then after they leave, I'll film then what they got done for the day. I'll have another live Sunday at 5:30 Central. Okay, have a good night, everyone. Doesn't want to end.